What's going on YouTube? This is Chaos Rain here, and in this video I'm here to bring you a little bit about the farming strategy that I've been doing to basically keep this upkept, and none of these were bought. I initially was buying these, no, wait, these ones are 2 for a div right now, and I self-farmed all of these. I had like 40 of these, but I had decided to run some interesting rarity maps with exiles to drop my uniques just as a test, and it's interesting. I'm still testing. I still have like 3 or 4 maps to run through, but I I've been doing exiles this whole time, so now we're switching it up a bit, and we're doing some T1415 Conqueror maps. What are they called? Elderslayers? Yeah. Not only that, we are taking the standard nodes on the tree with Maven to witness it and get more rewards, more chances at the chisels. We are also taking higher chance to drop synthesis, cheaper elder, and conqueror maps here. Is this cheaper and elder? It is, right? Yeah. And then we are taking map effect as much as possible because, you know, they don't really come very juiced, and usually they don't end up with 8 mods when you val them. So as much map effect as possible for gold and for loot. Um, Also, if you read their modifiers, it says it right here, quantity increases the amount of rewards the boss drops. I did some testing. You can inflate this quantity by using increased modifiers or whatever. My build is officially able to do all my modifiers currently. I switched flasks between this one and this one because I had a reflect immune here, and this one is just for big stacks of gold. Obviously, we're still in settlers, the forever league here, and we are able to do no leech, mainly because of this. This makes our mana cost 0 for all of our skills, and we got this one for like 30 div. We're actually in the process of we're going to be in the process of crafting a better one for no leech maps specifically, or no leech bosses, or whatever no leech stuff content I get into. Something hopefully similar to this mana reduce mana cost, because right now I have a 1 mana cost kinetic blast, and I have 3 mana gain on hit, and I have several hits, so I'm always at max mana. That being said, let's zoom out a little bit. And this is what the rest of it looks like. My pathing is probably not the best, but this is just what I got. We're taking all the shrine nodes, map effect nodes. We're pathing through here for Kirek. I believe this is Kirek missions. No, this is the scouting reports. You can path through here for other scouting reports, but yeah, just all the map effect, all the scarab nodes. Basically, our maps are going to drop as many scarabs as possible, and if we're lucky, some maven chisels. Without further ado, we're gonna hop right into it. And so we don't really need to read the mods. There is the only mod that can stop us in our tracks is the reflect mod. So what we do is we usually just kind of skim through all of the maps to see if there's reflect, and there is not. So what I'll do is I'll put the one reflect mod at the end here, and hopefully I won't forget. And yeah, that's the only reflect. So basically what I'll do is do the first 3 maps, then switch this. This also is increased damage, so that with the increased effect on Mage Blood, you just get a lot more for your bang for your buck. So let's go ahead and run a few maps, shall we? So in my experience, running these maps just by themselves is okay. If you have the fragments, if you have a ton of fragments, either sacrificial or these, hell, if you have any of these that you don't care about, you can run them. They increase the map quantity. I'm saving them because I'm going to eventually be doing the feared runs, and I'd rather have the boss fights ready to do the feared runs. And basically the scarabs I use are these. 4 of these, and then like, depending on my mood, I'll just do another shrine. Maybe I'll just do increased pack size, influence pack size, the usual things influence pack size, because that helps you inflate the pack size of literally all of the packs that spawn in, and um, specifically from, obviously, from the Conquerors. And if you look at my tree here, we are taking all 4 of the pack size nodes. This one, this one, this one, and this one. And if we switch into Synthesis or into Shaper Elder, we will take these as well. But for now, we are doing this one. We just have been farming these for a while, and since we have so many, I'm just going to start blowing through them. Hopefully I get some maven figures. Now, I'll use this time while I'm running around killing stuff to kind of give you just a plan. I have officially gotten my CD key for PoE 2. I don't know when I will be starting it, but the gameplay, from what I have seen many streamers and big names, sorry about the lag, it's my first map for the day, so it's not the day, but the first map that I probably just go to the game and turn it on and stuff. Yeah. I don't know when I will be playing PoE2, however, I will make a note that it doesn't seem like something I'm going to hold attention to. So if I do play and make content for it, it'll be few and far between. Depends also on my mental field getting back together. If and when we can all just get it to happen, we'll see. And you know, let's see if we can get that going. But other than that, I am having a lot of fun in PoE 1 still. It's my first league back, as you guys know, for a few leagues, so I've missed a lot of content. And this league in particular has a lot more content that basically is fresh to mini league. So I decided I wanted to play this league through its entirety, so I can kind of experience all the changes and, you know, get a good feel of it. Now, this map is not normally a map I go out of my way to filter. The big reason is because there's a lot of little rooms, you have to open doors, a little annoying to deal with. Some doors are open very it looks like, but there are a lot of doors that aren't, so if you want to clear this map, you can. I usually don't. If I'm rambling on a bit, I'll go ahead and clear it as much as I can fit here. That, and we have an exploding fan, so we might as well make good use of it, right? Oh, I don't have maven on. I have either. That's unfortunate. Well, just go run to the boss, real quick, like, and then I have to get another one of these maps out, drop snap, and have me even witness it. Now, as you know, with the whole, what are they called? The Peace Guardians. Can't even think right now. Here, let me go here and do this before I forget. Boom. And then you go get a docs map. Elderslayers, I'm sorry. After, the big reason we're doing elderslayers is because, out of all of the ones that we saw, elderslayers happen to have the biggest payout from the big boss. And, that being said, it's pretty rare to get the payout, so don't go expecting it to happen very often, but, the payout I am speaking of is the Awakener's Orb. It is right now about 7 divine, sorry, as of this time. I have sold a few of them already, so, you know, I know pretty well what they're going for. Actually, let me take this out so I can level it up in the menagerie. Sorry, I saw a gem being leveled, and I'm like, what other gems? Gem cells. Alright. Minion damage, whatever. Trying for 620 minion damage because those are very good cells. Also, minions are and always has been just a really popular gym or skill. It's just anything minions really. It's usually easy sale for minion builds, and people always build minion builds because they are very very relaxing, very chill. I have only ever built 2 minion builds, I think, and both of them were similar. So one was a self-destructing zombie build, which was just as much zombie life as you can have on a zombie launcher, and they would just walk up to things and explode and pop. And I believe the other one was just stink stack zombie and standard, because I had all the stink stacks here. But yeah. I don't run singular focus on maven invite runs because I want to be able to drop a lot of the lower tier maps. And in my experience, singular focus kind of blocks out those maps from dropping, or at least they drop less. And when I have singular focus on or off, I just find noticeably more conquer maps off and bosses. Now, that being said, it's not a whole lot that you find anyway off of them, but I've run hundreds of these maps already and farmed a bunch of mavens and gotten a pretty small fortune off of maven already. So all right, there we go. The loose candle. Go in here, grab some shrines. Instantly kill the boss at the fortress map, so I'll show you that. And looks like she got 2 more of my procurement chisels, which is pretty good considering I used 40 of them for some toxic sewer shenanigans with exiles. And as you see there, we just blow away the bosses. It's not even really a challenge. We are also running 4 shrines and then pack size, so like this strat is pretty easy. There's no real challenge in killing these. I did test Titanic on the Guardians. You find more cards for sure. You do find more cards. It's on average you get, I think, 20 to 30% more cards, and they drop some decent cards. The Cortex card being one of them. That's the rarest in my opinion. And then there's a few other just like decent cards that they drop, the Tentillarium Orborn, stuff like that. That if you're farming this strat, you're gonna see them. So in my experience, it wasn't worth it because sometimes they'll just one-tap you, and then you have to go back in and load the screen again. Now, that being said, it's not like it's hard to dodge them, but these are some of the easiest mechanic bosses for a while. Some of the Elder Guardian bosses have harder mechanics than these ones. If that's your thing though, if you want to farm Delirium Orb cards, that is definitely the way to do it. If you want to farm for Delirium Orbs, probably should just Delirium now, but I'm not doing Delirium now, so. Looks like we have the boss team. And all the bosses. 4 moving pieces of Avarice. And besides that, we got more currency. Not more currency. No, it is more currency, more chisels. Elder map. 4 maven chisels. I believe Avarice is like 4 to a div, but you don't find them this thin. This is this is the typical, hey, I'm making a video, here's some good luck, unfortunately. But you do find them like 1 out of every 5 maps. So they come up, and getting a couple of div every 2 maps is pretty good. 57. I like to use them, and spending currency on something like them, like, you have to know what you're doing, or you have to be doing them on a certain style of map for it to be worth it. And yeah, it's I wouldn't recommend spending on these chisels. I would just farm them, or farm them to sell them if you don't want to spend them, if you don't want to use them. I myself am not really hurting for currency. I am just kind of chilling, farming all of the many things that I have just sitting here. We still have invitations. So we have a lot to do. This farm here, this is mainly for chisels, but the maven splinters you get at the end are also very lucrative. You can sell maven writs for 2 divines for 1 writ, or you can run them and potentially get really big gems. I got lucky. I bought 50 writs for 100 divs, and my second one I got a rich and multi-strike, so that was you know, not expecting that. It was my second multi-strike I had ever dropped, and I was pretty stoked on it. And then I immediately leveled it up, and it bricked to 511. But I still sold it. I sold it for like 310 div for a brick multi-strike, but still multi-strike. Yeah, easy 300 div. Good. I always go for these. Because of modularity as well. We are running a bunch of MF on our build. Rarity specifically. Quantity was taken out for some reason. We have poison, is that why you're not dead? Oh, you're dead now. Yeah, my position is that's the normal. If you go like 5, 6 maps, you don't even see it. But you did get a synthesized map. Now, that actually dropped from the bonus boss because of the 2% extra chance. The bonus bosses, if you read the maven nodes, all the atlas bonuses apply to them too. And any other modifiers as well. So if you decide to run like the whole boss farm strat where you have a whole bunch of bosses in your map, you can just run it with blue altars and as many blue altars as you can spawn in the map. And if you happen to get the one that is final map boss drops a 3 divines, then every single one of those bosses you kill from that point on will start dropping 3 divines. So yeah, that's something you can do if you want to farm big, but I've only ever seen that shrine twice, so I'm not holding my breath, you know. Now that maybe. I found a toxic killer in my toxic killer map. It's my favorite map, so. Unfortunately, you can't really run the same map using maven. You have to witness a bunch of different maps, so. Why are you so big? Massive stone. Stack pick. Drill pick. Plastic sword. Drill pick. Come back with it. Plastic sword is a super small map, so we can just laser it real quick. I forgot to check, but I'm believe I have actually completed enough maps with Maven to just do the 10 map fight. I'll do that after this one. Alright, well, this is wrapping up this one. After this map I'm done, so... That being said, how was everyone's holiday? Mine was pretty miserable, being sick and all, but it was still pretty good. I spent it with my wife and family and whatnot, and it was basic stuff.
Welcome! Time has no meaning. Your pain will...
Time to drop the stakes!
My only consolation is that I am not alone.
Doesn't happen often, but she can use up the stakes on this boss here, the guardian boss, and if she does, if she does, you can get even more boss sleep. This strat is all about min-maxing as much boss loot as you can get on a map-to-map basis. Usually I get a fair amount of everything once I'm, done with the rotation. So yeah. Oh yeah, so I need to corrupt it. Oh. I don't really care about the mods. It doesn't have reflect, so we can just put rarity on. Now rarity don't think does anything in these, but yeah. That being said, I will end it after this one. I will, well, I guess I'm going to do the other one real quick. It's not going to take long, but I hope you guys had a good holiday, and I do apologize for missing a day, but, I had to take care of myself, I had to get better and get back to work and all that other stuff, and that's what I spent most of my time doing, recovering and working. Orbital conflict, that's super rare, and a vicious proc. Alright, so this right here, this is what I'm talking about. Sometimes you get loot explosions. This is a div, it's like a div, it's like 2 divs, like you have like 2+ div in a 10 map like pop right there. Doesn't happen all the time, but when it happens, it feels really good. It's a pretty good plus to just the overall. It adds a lot more value basically to farming these bosses and clearing the maps and running them down. Now obviously I spent a little extra time running through some of them. I just wanted to talk and catch up, but you can streamline it if you know the map layout well enough, which I'm pretty familiar with them. You can just run to the end, kill the bosses, and move on. Nope, Drox got me. Drox, unfortunately, is one of the only ones who can just, ignore me, essentially, because he goes invulnerable for a few seconds and drops a bunch of big AoE attacks. But, not a big deal. Alright, so this one wasn't as good. We got a Council of Cats, which is meh, but we got a div with the splinters, and we got another Elder map. Nothing crazy. If we hold Alt, there's influence scrap on the floor if you want to look at that, but it is what it is. As always, everybody, take it easy, have a good one, and I will catch you in the next video.